Hi, I'm Ethan Palma. This is my presentation on the examples of the quadratic equation throughout history. So I was thinking, well, what if we had around forever and it's never really changed? And I was thinking, and that was my question. What has been around forever and we kept making better and better? And I thought back to class and I was like, oh yeah, Mr. Kish told us about baseball, but that never really got better, right? But in baseball, there's like a rainbow shape because like when you hit the ball, it goes up and it comes back down, right? And we haven't really made anything better in baseball. So what's been around since the dawn of time? Cavemen. And cavemen threw their spears at like mammoths, and it was like a rainbow shape, right? Because they threw it up and it went down and hit the mammoths that they were hunting. And I was like, well, what else do we make? Well, we had javelins forever, and we also made bow and arrows, right? We had crossbows, longbows, and the Mongols. And it's in movies. It's in like war, and it's also in the Olympics. Well, what else do we use in war and the Olympics and stuff like that? Well, we use cannons in war, right? And you can see it has the quadratic equation just by looking at this top left one. It shoots up to come back down and hit the enemies, right? Everything in war uses a quadratic equation. This uses the quadratic equation. It makes a rainbow, right? This does too. The French ones, and so do these ones, even modern day ones. Well, what else do we use in war? Well, we use guns, right? And even though it's like kind of iffy to talk about, I mean, we've used guns forever since the 1600s, right? And they've just gotten better and better and better. I mean, guns, when you shoot them, you're like, oh yeah, that goes straight, but there's bullet drop, right? We have to, like snipers in war have to account for bullet drop. Like there's the quadratic equation everywhere, because even though it looks like it just goes straight, I mean, it goes straight, but it drops, right? And what we see, even with graphing equations in Mr. Kish's class, like if we have infinity or a really big number um, as our one of our points in our quadratic equation, it goes like straight. It looks straight, but it curves eventually, and that's how bullet drop works. So if we were to graph a bullet drop on a chart, we would have a quadratic equation, and I think that's pretty cool.